Hello, I've got a visitor.
Hello!
So I'm not as down in the dumps as I was when I made the last video.
I know, but it's that time of year.
Oh,
I must
yeah.
admit, it's like I was saying to you earlier on.
It's not
I
doing
took
good.
Christmas down today.
Yeah.
I desperately wanted to leave it up till tomorrow, till January the 6th. But I'm working tomorrow, so it won't get done.
Yeah. I was like
And
that.
I just like, oh, my little twinkly fairy lights, and they just brighten,
Yeah, right in the place. Up,
you know, the dark days up.
Well, my niece was going on. She was going to Bath for a
Oh,
weekend
lovely.
with the husband after Christmas. She was going to take the waters. In other words, she was
Right, so.
going on a spa weekend, so she wouldn't be coming this last weekend to take down my tree and everything.
Yeah.
She puts it up on top of the wardrobe, which I can't reach. So she says, "You really want me to take it down?" So I said, "Yeah, take it down." So mine got took down before. Because I knew I wouldn't see her again until this coming Saturday, maybe.
Yeah.
She doesn't come every Saturday. I mean, she's not on a time rota like
No.
that. She's got things to do in life. Because she's working, I told you she's headmistress.
Yes.
Well, the school got flooded. Not actually into the school, luckily. It was just some outbuildings and
Right.
playground and everything got flooded, so she had to go down there and meet the insurance people.
Right, yeah.
It's a bit of work to do.
I know, but the floods have been absolutely awful, haven't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
I know, I must admit, those in sort of like Ratcliffe, Stoneclough.
Oh God, yeah.
I know somebody who lives down Stoneclough and
Yeah.
sort of like only missed being flooded by the skin of the teeth.
Yeah.
And another chap I know, he'd just done his house up from the last flood, and they caught for it again.
This is the problem. I mean, will they be insured? Because, you know, if it's been flooded before, are they considered to be a flood risk? Will they be insured? You know, this is what I don't know. I mean, you remember Rachel that used to, well,
Yes.
she told us on Little, well,
Yeah.
her next door got flooded, but she only got her cellar flooded because she's moved now. She's up in
Yeah.
Todmorden somewhere near, you know. And
Well, my Roy got it really
Yeah.
bad, didn't they?
it was up to a front door. She had this like
Yeah.
barrier up at the front door, but luckily it went back down again before it actually got into her house.
Right.
But her cellar was flooded out, you know, completely like. But the next door neighbour must be just that little bit lower down.
Yeah.
And he got, you know, a few inches like in his house. Which,
Oh.
Ah,
It's not so much, you know, the water damage, it's all the muck and sewage that
yeah, that
comes
floats
in with it.
It'll affect your electrics
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But, you know, as usual, where's the big collection for the UK flood? Non-existent by the sound of it.
Mind you, after saying that, I got an email from Lakeland, you know, the,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you know, household and,
Craft stuff, yeah.
not craft, cookery stuff.
Cookery, yeah.
And they'd organised, I don't know whether it was them that had organised, but you could donate to the Cumbrian floods,
Yeah.
you know, via their website. So, but you see, of course, we're up north,
We don't count.
and yeah, I'm sure we don't count.
Yeah, there was Cameron and his wellies once he waded through it all.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And now poor Scotland's got it, with a castle on the brink.
Oh God, yeah. Well, Scotland's even more forgotten than we are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because I mean, now they've got their own. Well, didn't get their own government, but now they wanted their own government. It's like, go away, Scotland. You know, I feel sorry for them. Yeah, I've lost my hump. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh,
I think it's over there. That's what I'm making. I am doing something.
it's a lovely stitch.
Yeah. I'm making a very old pattern. I'm going back in time. So, it's from a book from I don't know when.
Oh, it's got to be late 60s, early 70s,
Yeah.
hasn't it?
12 fashionable crochet designs in Cortel. When was Cortel ever around? A long time ago. But you know, I really like these designs, and I figured I'd love that little dress.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to wear it knee-length dress, don't panic people. I am going to wear it over trousers or a skirt. But I just like it.
Yeah, it's nice.
I just thought I'm been right off my crochet. Absolutely right off my crochet.
Well, like I say, I finished Freya's poncho.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little purple poncho, and I put purple eyelash around the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
So it looks like it's got fur around it. Well, she's made up with it. She'd always just like Anna's.
Oh, yeah, from
Not
Frozen.
Elsa.
Anna from
Just
Frozen.
like Anna's. And I thought, hey, how'd you put that one out? But she must have a little cape thing that has fur around it. So she was made up with that.
We're not having kids, you know. You get out of the loop of all this, like, who's in? Are the minions still around? You know.
Oh yeah, Minions are still around.
Are they still around?
Yeah. My little grandson, he's
Of
into
course,
it.
yeah.
He loves the Minions.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't know what's in and what's
John
out.
does as well.
I don't know what's in and what's out anymore. You know, I'm thinking.
And I must admit, I could sit for hours watching Despicable Me and stuff.
I get out of it. No, I
Woohoo! I love it.
Remember, we went Christmas Day.
I want a Minion.
When we went Christmas Day, my my younger niece's kid, he had all this stuff on the TV, but he's into Peter Rabbit and the Clangers.
Right.
The Clangers.
Oh, Clangers. Oh. They're just right up my street. I actually have 3 Clangers.
Yeah, they look. Yeah, they're
Well, actually, I've got 4. One is knitted.
Yeah.
It's only tiny. A friend made it for me.
Yeah.
But the other 3 are sort of like,
Yeah.
bought Clangers. But
I mean, somebody
I
said
love
to me, "Why don't
Clangers.
you knit a Clanger?" I went, You know me.
do you know, years ago I had a pattern for a Clanger.
Knitted toys? No, no.
I've never got around to.
Knitted toys and me don't see eye to eye. Although, having said that, I've ordered a book from Amazon, which is a little crochet dolly. But it has like lots and lots of clothes. You make the doll.
Yeah.
And I was thinking like,
Oh no, I'd have to have somebody make the doll for me. I'd
Yeah.
make all the clothes.
yeah.
But
I'm
me and
thinking ahead. you see.
amigurumi don't make.
No, well they don't with me. But
No,
I'm thinking.
I can never get the tension.
I'm thinking the little one. She's 14 months. I thought,
Yeah.
by next Christmas, I might have made it. Because my
Or you do what I would probably do, is make all the clothes.
yeah, not do the doll.
And not do the doll.
But my when my younger nieces, when my nieces were young, they had Cindy and Barbie and all the usual, and I knitted them dresses and everything by the bucketful. And my sister-in-law used to say they were better because, kids pull things
Yeah.
and pull at things, and she said the maid dresses, the seams used to start coming apart on them and the prestos would fall off of
Yeah.
them. And she said the knitted things just stood being ripped about by little fingers.
Yeah.
And she said she still got them all.
Really?
So Abby'll get into them all when she grows up.
Well,
She'll probably be a tomboy, I won't want them.
man, you never know. They all go through a phase of wanting Barbie,
Mm.
don't they, or Cindy, or whatever. I don't even know if Cindy's still going.
I have no idea.
No, I had a Cindy.
Well, I didn't say I was pre-all that.
No, I had a Cindy doll.
I
The
did.
girl who I was friends with down the road.
Yeah.
Oh, she had a Barbie, and it was like,
I did have some kind of a teenage doll. But it was only one of those cheapy ones off the market. And I used to make clothes for her. Back then when I was a kid, I'd already been.
man, yeah, I did.
I don't
I used to
know.
bet quite a few of my friends. We all
Yeah.
used to.
I mean, health and safety. I mean, me. My aunt, who was a tailoress, used to let me sew on her sewing machine from about the age of 5 or 6 years old. I sewed my finger to it once, right through the living nail and right out.
Oh
the side.
God.
You have to do that at least once, otherwise
Yeah.
you're not a sewer.
That's it.
And there was no, don't let her near the machine. And
I remember having like a kiddie's sewing machine, but not like the ones these days that are all plastic. This was a proper metal, like a Singer one.
Yeah.
And because I can always remember practicing with pieces of paper,
Yeah.
but then it was more fun to sort of like perforate the paper and rip it out.
Yeah, I've done that before today, yeah. But then I used to get told off by my auntie because I was using her machine and she said blunted the needles. you know, because I was so in pain.
Right. I should remind you, they say cutting paper with a knife, it blunts a knife or something.
Oh,
doesn't
and
it?
she'd
So-
go mad if she saw me anywhere near a dressmaker's scissors. Once you cut with paper, they're no use, they're no good, they won't cut fabric. Because she had these massive big shears. I mean, when you think about it, I used to be cutting pieces up for rag rugs with this bloody
Yeah.
big piece of shears. I mean, nowadays they'd be, I don't give a child.
Oh no, come on, it's an education, isn't it? If you cut your finger off, you cut your finger off. It's-
It teaches you to be more bloody
Yeah.
careful. I tell you, I was handling great big tailor scissors
yeah.
like that because she used to go to jumble sales, and I don't know whether they have jumble sales in America, but jumble sales like, and get these old coats and that, and then we used to crop them up and make them into rag rugs. And
Do you know, I've not been to a jumble sale for
I don't think they
years.
have them now, do they?
I don't know. I wish they
Seen a
did.
jumble sale for years.
Wish they did.
My mum
gosh.
used to get old woolies because things used to be more hand
Yeah.
knitted in those days. My mum used to get old woolies and unravel them all
Yeah.
and knit things up for us.
Well, I've had some cracking stuff from
Mm.
jumble sales. And I was also like, you know, mid-20s, kids were little.
Yeah.
Money were tight.
Yeah, I got crumbs stuck to my lipstick.
No, dear.
Been eating a mince pie. Thought I got crumbs attached to my lipstick.
You
Yeah.
know, when we were short of money,
Oh yeah. Well,
you know,
my
if,
aunt.
if you found out somewhere we're having a jumble sale.
Yeah, you were in there, weren't you? My aunt was a tailoress, and she would cut down ladies' dresses for me. So sometimes I was wearing quite inappropriate fabric, really, you know. Something about being 5 and wearing big floral print, you know. And then she used to buy this Miss Muffet print, do you remember that?
Yeah, I think so.
Miss Muffet print fabric. There used to be all little tiny dogs and cats and God
Yeah.
knows what. And all my summer dresses used to be made out of Miss Muffet print.
Right. I can remember being taught how to do shirring. I wouldn't know now. I was probably 7 or 8 when I was shown how to do this shirring. Because I'm sure I made some really tiny little shirred dresses.
Yeah, no, I'm only laughing
For,
because my mum made me a swimsuit. And it was like sheared like into squares, you
Yeah.
know. It fitted me from when I was about 5 up to being about 14 when I,
Yeah.
when I demanded that I had a proper swimsuit. It was all like bubbles, you know.
Yeah.
Very flattering, not. And when you got in the water, it kept expanding, you know.
Yeah.
And people would come up to you, and you know you could go like that with it. They'd go because all the water would go inside it, and it took ages to come back down again. So you were like the Michelin
Yeah.
woman. It was going. And everybody thought it was highly hilarious to go up behind me, you know. Give me a big bottom. It was going. Do you know? I swear that thing would damn well fit me now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Till I persuaded my
I
mother
must
that.
admit,
I was-
from when you were a kid.
Yeah. They were very.
You know,
They
I
were
don't
shape.
know. Yeah, but I think they seemed to stretch. I think there was something, you know.
No,
Must
they
have
made-
been in water, they washed them in the summer because you never grew, you know, never properly grew
Well,
out.
when my
of them.
mum got me a Scotch, as she said, because now it would be Scots, wouldn't it? But it used to be Scotch plod skirt, my mother used to call it. And she paid a lot for
That's
it.
it, because Scotch is a drink.
Yeah, she paid a lot for it. And when I first wore it, she put straps on it because the waist was under my chest. I'd got a busting nut under my chest, and it was long.
Yeah.
And as I grew it, when she let the straps down until it finally reached my waist, and I was big enough to wear it at
Yeah.
the waist. So that kilt lasted me about, I don't know, about 4 or 5 years. I think I wore that kilt.
My grandma brought me a kilt back from
Yeah.
Scotland one year,
Yeah.
and I had that for ages.
Yeah, well, you see, that's what they used to buy them that big. I remember going to grammar school, the blazer was expensive. Well, it was to us because we didn't have a lot of money. And he had to have the proper
Yeah.
outfitted school blazer, and it cost a bomb. And it was that big, you know, I couldn't write at school. I had to take it off because the sleeves came right over my hands completely. I didn't need gloves. And I think I had that right up to about the 6th form,
Yeah.
from the 1st form to the 6th form. Because we do have different things than they do over there, classes.
Man, you these days it's all different again.
Yeah, but we were in class
They
1.
still have a sixth form, but all the years.
Yeah. We were class 1 when we first
Different.
went. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, because you were first years, weren't
Yeah,
you,
and
when you first went?
yeah, 6th year was when you went in the 6th form,
Yeah,
which was the people who chose to stay on,
yeah, rather
and the
than,
ones who were
yeah.
destined to go to university or something like that. So, yeah, my mother was really upset with me because she had to buy me a new blazer for the 6th form because I'd finally grown out of the old one. And then I decided I didn't want to stay in the 6th form.
Well, I must admit, when we were
So I left.
when I was at school,
Yeah.
you got up to the fifth form, did your exams, then if you stayed on in the 6th form, it was non-uniform.
Oh God, ours wasn't.
No, it was non-uniform after the 5th form.
Miss Myatt would have still had us in gym slips, believe me. Honestly. And skirts, we had to kneel down, and if the skirt didn't touch the ground...
Man, do they want to do that with
Yeah.
kids today? I mean, crikey, I drove past one of the leading schools in the Bolton area.
Yeah,
It has a reputation that's really, really good.
yeah,
And I am not kidding. There were girls coming out of there and I thought, crikey, they go at work.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They looked
But I mean, they come out of the...
cheap.
Our school, and they've got like thick, heavy makeup on, big hoop earrings, and the skirts are right up to level with the end of the knickers, you know, the pants. And I'm thinking, you know, you wouldn't be allowed in my school to do that. There was no makeup. We used to get away with a little bit of foundation if you put it on all your spots, you know.
Yeah.
But definitely.
I think the only thing we could ever get away with was a bit of mascara.
Yeah.
If you went in with, you know,
anything else.
obviously had foundation and makeup, but that sort of makeup you would.
Yeah, no, my friend used to
Don't
get away
stick
with
it
wearing a bit of makeup, but I think they took pity on her because she was really acne. Terrible acne she had. So I think they took a bit of pity on her and overlooked the fact that she had this foundation on to cover her up. And you could get away with lipstick if it was like buff coloured, you know.
Yeah, very
no
natural sort.
You know, you'd tell them it was Lipsil or something.
Yeah.
You know? That's like
lip salve. Just,
lip salve,
you know,
yeah. Tell them it was coloured lip salve, you know. Got away with a bit of that, but there was nothing else you used to get. School shoes were school shoes, believe me. And they were school shoes. Lace up brogue school shoes. Anything with the slightest, smeariest hint of a heel. We were told you couldn't wear them, you know. Yeah, it was shirt, tie, skirt, everything up to... I was, nearly 18 when I was at school. And you're there with... You were allowed to wear tights or stockings in the 6th year.
Right.
But in the 5th form you had to wear socks. Can you imagine? 16, 17-year-old girls with socks on, white socks up to your knees, you know.
Mind you, in them days, I know it sounds like I'm going back to Victorian era, but in them days, it wasn't the same sort of urge to look, you know, 20, was it? It's, you know, we said that for weekends.
Oh yeah, weekends.
You know, and then you get
dressed
up.
First pair of heels I had, they were little kitten heels, and they were about that big, tiny little heels, like a
proper
toilet base shape, like that shape, cut kitten heel. Oh, I thought I was so grown up. And I must have been about 13. And I had this straight skirt because I'd made it myself, because my mother wouldn't buy me one. So I'd made this straight skirt myself, and I had these little kitten heels on, and some stockings. Oh, I felt so grown up.
Yeah.
I hadn't progressed to makeup by then. Just a bit of powder I used to sneak off my mum. You know, just a bit of powder on. But yeah, I hadn't got to makeup. I think it was about 14, 15 before I got to makeup. And then it was that, you know, Dusty Springfield, big
eyelashes and
big furry eyelashes and black eyeliner. And my dad used to laugh. He used to say, it takes you longer to get ready to go out than it does when you're out.
Yeah.
He said, you're about 2 hours getting ready. He said, then you're home again in about an hour and a half. What do you bother for? Hey, but I'll tell you what, I lived in the best era, I think. Back in the years I lived. There was none of this I don't know. I know I got attacked when I was 17, but that's another story. But by and large, you could go anywhere
Yeah.
and do anything and walk
Yeah.
home, and there was none of this violence and stuff.
No, that's it. I must admit, we always had somewhere to go as well.
Mm.
You know, the under 18s disco at the local,
Yeah.
you know, cricket club or whatever like.
Well, the first dances I used to
We
go
always used to have somewhere to go, and it's
Yeah.
sort of like a shame because kids these days,
don't have anywhere.
there's
like that, no.
nowhere to go.
You had to go to the youth
I
club.
must admit, because, you know,
Yeah.
in the intervening years, kids have turned up and wrecked it.
Yeah.
So,
We were young, we were naive. We used to go to the youth club when we were about 14, 15. And the vicar used to be there playing ping pong and table tennis and what have you with us. And, you know, we had a bit of a disco on the stage where we had a bit of a dance about. But you had to take your own records. You had a record player there, but you had to take your own record. And, you know, they'd serve orange juice and stuff like that. It was all... And yet it was packed. Everybody went. It was it was a church youth club.
they grow up too fast these
Oh
days. I
gosh,
think.
tell me about it.
They really do.
But I mean, what's wrong with them staying innocent? What's wrong with the parents letting the kids stay innocent?
That's it.
Instead of dressing them up like little tarts, you know. Sorry if you got a kiddie that you dress up like.
Well, exactly. Like I say, when I passed the school at chucking out time, and I just looked and I thought, for God's sake,
Yeah,
you know, it just looked like they were all off
yeah.
downtown, you know, for a few hours work. It
Yeah,
were-
and in the living, yeah.
yeah, it was just,
Mate,
it looked cheap and nasty.
what got me was I went one time, I used to look after a little boy after school. And we went up to one of these kids' places, you know, where they have balls and they jump in them and ropes that they swing on.
Yeah.
I can't think what they're called now. And there were little kiddies in there. And they were like upside down and hanging upside down and that. And they were, their underwear was totally inappropriate. You know? And I'm thinking, all you need is one paedophile in here. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, why have you let your kiddie come into a place like this and you've not put them in trousers or leggings or something where they're not showing all their bodily parts off every time they jump upside down, you know? And I'm thinking, oh dear. To me, G-strings do not belong on a 4 or 5-year-old
Oh,
child.
good God, no.
No, well, why put them in something like that and let them hang upside down off a wall bar?
Oh, God.
You know what I'm thinking? Oh, it's inappropriate, you know, get a child covered up.
God. We are getting more and more depressive as we're going along
I know,
here.
and it's going darker and darker.
I know, we're
We're
supposed
probably
to be cheering up, aren't we?
it's going darker and darker in here. We're probably like in the gathering gloom by now. So we probably need to light a candle, you know,
That's it.
so they can see us, you know. But the weather has the weather not been depressing though?
It has. Mightily depressing. It might not have been like freezing cold, but it's been damp, miserable. I think we've only had 2 or 3 dry days the whole of December.
I mean, I was actually
could do with some crisp cold and, dare I say it,
snow.
get some snow and get winter out the way.
I was actually thinking the other day, at least if we had snow, it would be bright. Because the light reflects off snow, doesn't it, and makes it bright. Which would be much better than what we've got now.
That's
Which is
true.
like-
It is, it's just so dismal.
Yeah.
Especially now because I've had to take my Christmas tree down. I don't like
Yeah.
taking my Christmas tree down.
And I'm just hoping
Nice
I can
twinkly
see us because I
lights.
forgot to put the light on. Forgot to set the timer.
Oh well, we'll go off in the gloom in a bit.
Yeah, forgot to put the light on, so they're probably like, where's Sue? Where's Jan? Where have they gone? Are they still there?
That's it, in that black hole.
It's gone
That's
darker and
talking at
darker and
us.
darker. We're just talking at you and we're thinking he can see us. And he probably can't.
Anyway, have you got any messages you need to do before we go off?
Happy New Year to Natalie and everybody who's sent me lovely, lovely wishes. I've had some lovely Happy New Year, especially when it's a bit down, you know.
Yeah.
I've had some beautiful messages of everybody.
Good-o.
I'm not going to single you all out except for little Daniel. I get a good morning video and a good night video off Daniel every day. So, hi Daniel. He thinks he's somebody special when he gets there.
Oh, bless him.
Yeah. But
Well, I
everybody
should
else...
just say Happy New Year to everybody out there.
Yeah, because lots of people have asked about you and sent good wishes to you.
Oh, very good, very good. But I shall send my own good wishes to everybody out there for a bright new year.
No
Hope
rain.
we're all feeling a little more uplifted.
No rain, some sun.
Bit of sun.
Bit of spring.
Yeah.
Won't do bad.
I know, but it's still on January. We've got to,
Oh, you just depressed me again.
we've got to walk before we can run.
Oh, when do we break into a gallop?
Joe, me and you, gallop. Bog off.
Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Anyway, my shoulder's feeling a bit better, thank you all for asking.
Oh, good, good.
So, I think that's what's put me off my mojo.
Yeah.
Altogether with my crocheting. But,
Oh, I've just got to the stage where there's that much I want to do. I don't know what to start on.
yeah,
So you dither
yeah.
and
Well, I just
you
keep
just get...
walking into the stash room and I get overwhelmed, so I just close the door again. Because it's like, when your brain gets too many messages, too much overload.
Yeah.
Because if I'm down here and I see things, I think, yes, I know what I want to do, and I want to know what I want to do with that. But when I go upstairs and it all comes like at me, the colours, and I'm like,
Oh, no,
Oh,
yeah, because you're going for a certain thing.
I go for a certain thing, then I get diverted,
Yeah.
and I think, oh, do I really want to do that? I like that colour there. Do I really want to do that in that? And I'll be better
Yeah.
off if I don't,
Yeah.
I just watched
Oh no, I'm just over inspired at the moment. I don't know
Yeah.
what to do first.
I just watched a video today. I'm just trying to think what the lady's name is called. She's just finally got herself a new craft room after she's been in this